Okay, now we good. All right, so we are here with Beny Blaq, the CEO and founder of VBE Entertainment, right in front of Posh Restaurant, where he does the attic each and every first Thursday of the month. Say what's up to the people, Beny.
What's going on, people? My name's Beny Blaq, like she said.
So we're gonna interview you. We wanted to we feature in all the dopest venues with Greatness Magazine, so we had to feature the attic. And I just got a few questions for you so you can give away all the secrets and shit about how you make this shit so successful, alright? So the first question, you started running the attic shortly after emerging onto the national spoken word scene as a career poet. And I was curious to know what made you want to start running and hosting your own venue?
To be honest, it was just like, I never really fit into like poetry events, or not the poetry crowd per se. I'm not even going front, like when I first came into the game, like I wasn't really accepted with open arms. So I kind of said to myself, you know what I'm saying, like I want to do something to where if they're not going to accept me in their space, I'm going to create my own space. And in the process of creating my own space, I seen a gap in the market and decided to fill it. And they birthed the attic. So, you know what I'm saying?
Nice.
That's definitely a good look.
Nice. So the vibe of the venue is more of a socialite vibe, which is very different. What made you choose to go in that direction as opposed to the typical grassroots coffee house vibe that you see spoken word in?
Because there's enough of that, to be honest with you. There's enough roots in coaching and the vibes and all the rest of that. You know, some people want to party, some people want to drink, some people want to have a good time, and at the same time appreciate good art at the same time. So what I did is I bring the people in who like to party, who like to spend money, you know what I'm saying, but at the same time respect the art. So we get it in, we party, we go hard, and then when it's time for the poetry, it's quiet as a church mouse. So, you know what I'm saying, and I've been able to not dumb down the art, but at the same time keep the party and the vibe and the atmosphere kind of alive as well.
Dope. So you be having features from all over the country. What makes an artist feature worthy of the attic?
Basically have your shit together. Like artists come to me, I get artists all the time and say, oh Beny, I want to do a feature, I want to do a spotlight, but they don't have headshots, they don't have no resume. You know what I'm saying? Give me something to promote you. You know what I'm saying? I'm bringing the people. I want you to do your job and bringing me everything that I can do to push you as much as I can. If you don't have video, if you don't have resume, if you don't have headshots, things I need to push you and promote, I'm not gonna invest my money into you.
Word up. So in the past, we've had several discussions about business aspect of poetry, and some venues are set up where the promoters make all the money, or they set up where they don't make any money, so they can't afford to pay their artists. What does the attic do differently? Because I know you make a point to pay your artists. What do you do differently to be able to afford to do that?
Well, what we do is bring in a different audience that has the dispensable income to be able to pay for the venue, to be able to support the artists, and to keep the movement going. I think once you do that, I think once you stop pigeon-toeing yourself or pigeon-footing, whatever it's called.
Pigeonholing, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Pigeonholing yourself into this thing of poetry has to be one thing. Poetry has to have only one certain look to it. You know what I'm saying? I took all that away, and I decided to reach out to different markets who weren't really poetry savvy or didn't really know too much about the art form. And you know what I'm saying? They came out, and you know what I'm saying? Once one person hears about it, they go and tell 10 other people. But I reached into a community, the downtown DC community, who doesn't really go out to who really wouldn't go out to a poetry event, and but they have money to spend, and they come out and they spend money. They support the bar, which is supporting the venue, and they buy CDs and T-shirts and whatever the posters push.
So the attic has changed homes since its original beginnings. You know, you was at International Grill at first a couple of years ago. Then we had Station 9. Now we're here at Posh. And usually when a lot of poetry venues switch homes like that, they lose their audience and all kinds of things happen. It goes down. But the attic has not suffered in any way, especially not with the turnout tonight. So how do you manage to keep your fans or your clientele entertained and keep coming back regardless of where you are?
I think once you believe in the product, no matter where you put it, once you believe in the product, once the product is certified pure dopeness, No matter where you have it, it could be in a park, it could be in an alleyway. You aren't going to be scared or afraid to move it. And every time we've moved, it hasn't been an issue of moving it because of, you know, disputes or whatever the case may be. It's been a move of growth.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? We've always outgrown our venue. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason for us moving. We've moved 3 times in 2 years.
Right.
And it's only because of growth. I mean, we get too big for our venues. I mean, even during the anniversary show here at Posh, I mean, it holds 400 people. We had over 450 people maybe.
Baller.
So it's been a thing of growth. So I'm not afraid to move it because I know wherever I go, my people are going to go because the product is what it is.
Dope. So one last question before we let you go. Beny Blaq Entertainment, you know, it's a very young company, but it's grown really fast, almost exponentially, and you always have really dope and very, you know, responsible staff and such. You've stretched your wings a little bit because I know you manage an artist now. You do Friday nights where you're doing just the happy hour thing in addition to doing a poetry show. Where do you see BBE in 5 years?
Franchising. Like, funny that you say that because August 20th, we're about to launch the Attic in North Carolina. So we just paid for the Attic to be a franchise venue. I mean, to be a franchise type event. So whereas I'm going to take it all over the country. I'm going to have one here in DC. August 20th, we launch at Fort Bragg. We just signed a government contract for a year.
Nice.
So the Army bought onto it, so they're taking it on. So that's where we're trying to go, BBE. Like, I want, after I'm dead and gone, I don't want people to say how many dope albums Beny dropped, because it's not really about me. I don't really care about that. What I care about more is the impression or the dent that I leave in spoken word. So I want BBE to be like McDonald's but taste better. You know what I mean? Like, I want it to be, you know what I'm saying, the soul food of poetry, but you can go in Phoenix, you can go North Carolina, you can go to DC, you can go to California, you can go anywhere and get that. So that's what we're looking for right now as far as franchising what we do. And at the same time, not really just sticking to one genre either. Like how you said, we're doing happy hours, we're doing because poets don't understand. Like the business isn't on the stage.
Right.
The stage is where you leave your impression, but the business side of it is where you make your moves, and that's, you know what I'm saying, networking with people who can put you in a certain situation to where you can actually progress. You can't do that at poetry venues. Talking to another poet isn't gonna make you go any further. That's gonna, you just talk. It's like you're preaching to the choir. You know what I'm saying? It's pointless. So I do other events to try to get artists to come out of their norm, step into business and networking arenas where they can talk to people who may have some type of an influence that may actually further their career.
Nice.
So we're doing live music, we're doing happy hours, social type of networking events. I'm actually launching my own site, Voice of the City, which is voclife.com. It's going to be an international site, and it's going to have pictures of just all types of different things. It's just going to have a club alternative type feel, but for grown folk and people who want to know what poetry is around the country. So it's sponsors, things of that type of nature. This is where poetry needs to go. So that's where BBE is really going to take it for 2009 and beyond.
Sound like big things. Well, thank you very much. That was Beny Blaq, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to know more about his events and his venue, you can check him out at bbe.com. Is that correct? Or I messed it up. Damn it all to hell. I be Googling it. I never know it. What is it?
BENY B-E-N-Y-B-E-N-T.com. That's BenyB-ENT.com. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on MySpace, we're all over the place. So BBE coming to a city near you.
That's what's
it's
up.
out here. We in the middle of DC somewhere in Posh, 11th and G.
We're chilling. Look at this, y'all. Yeah, it's an after party going on in there, so that's what's going on.
It's crazy. It's a real sexy spot.
Extra sexy.
So definitely come and check us out anytime you're in DC. We have the largest poetry event in DC. I'll take us to North Carolina and tear that up. So definitely look out for BBE in 2009.
Good stuff. Good night.